Welcome back to another episode of Bowmar Bowhunting. In today's episode, we are deep in the Kalahari Desert doing something no female has ever done, and that's bowhunt a rhino. Well, not exactly. You see, rhinos are not legally allowed to be hunted with a bow, so I'll be doing a green hunt. We'll be using arrows that are not tipped with beast broadheads, but tipped with a dart full of vitamins. Rhinos are a part of the original Big Five and the Dangerous Seven, which if the categories they fall in don't give it away, they are extremely dangerous. And keep in mind, these rhinos we're hunting aren't in a tiny enclosure. They roam free in this 200,000 plus acre concession in the rugged Kalahari Desert, and they don't know we're not going to kill them, so they are going to act no different than the real thing. Now I know some of you are thinking, that doesn't sound nearly as exciting as a real hunt, but trust me, wait until you see what happens, you won't be disappointed. But before we begin, I think it's important to understand why operations and hunts like this are so critical to the future of rhinos. As you've seen many times on our channel, we've talked about the importance of value on the animals and how that value provides income, and that income creates revenue that can help pay for the protection of the animal. But with rhinos specifically, it's extremely important because in the Asian black market, a rhino horn will sell for $30,000 a pound. And keep in mind, a full-grown rhino can produce a horn that weighs up to 14 pounds, which means that horn can bring up to $420,000 on the black market. That's a lot of money for anyone, but now imagine if you live in poverty, how much money that is. So many people risk their lives to hunt down, poach, and kill rhinos for their horns, which is why without financial support, it is impossible outside of national parks to allocate the necessary resources to protect rhinos efficiently. And that's exactly why poaching remains one of the greatest threats to rhino populations. Protecting rhinos isn't as simple as putting up a fence and hoping for the best. It requires trained anti-poaching teams with canines, aircrafts and drones, vehicles, veterinarians, night vision, monitoring programs, habitat management, and local communities that could benefit from keeping rhinos alive. All of that costs money. A lot of money. And that's where conservation hunting and green hunts play an important role. This revenue is critically important because it's channeled back into conservation programs, anti-poaching efforts, habitat restoration, and community development initiatives. By creating a financial incentive through hunting, or in this case, green hunting, it provides a sustainable model where the revenue generated from hunting can be reinvested into anti-poaching efforts, conservation, and ultimately ensuring the long-term survival of rhinos. But without this revenue stream, rhinos inevitably will be poached and eradicated as the necessary funds for protection and conservation efforts would be non-existent. Whether people agree with hunting or not, the reality is that wildlife conservation requires funding. And without sustainable funding, protecting rhinos at the scale required becomes impossible. But conservation isn't the only reason we're here. There's also an important scientific component to today's mission. Once the rhino is safely sedated, the veterinarian team can collect blood samples, assess the animal's health, estimate age, monitor genetics, track population trends, and gather information that helps conservationists make better decisions for the future of the species. Every sample collected today contributes to a larger understanding of how to protect rhinos tomorrow. So now that you understand why we're doing this, let's gear up and go save the rhinos. Part of the protocol was to have a helicopter close by if any medical emergency with the rhino or people were to unfortunately happen. Also by law, we have to have a specialized vet with us at all times. So before we could go hunting, we needed to be trained and briefed on every potential scenario that could unfold. Our vet was an absolute rock star and had a ton of experience with rhinos, so she went through all of the training, shot placement, and what to do if anything went wrong. We all felt good about our roles and responsibilities, so we were confident with going to the field. So it was time to go bow hunt a rhino.
I don't even know what my heart rate is right now. The last time I felt this much anxiety and pressure, I would say before birth. As anxious as I am, I'm equally as excited. So that's at least good.
To start out this hunt, I wanted to do it on the ground, mano-a-mano with one of the most dangerous game in all of Africa. So that's exactly what I did.
You can see the horns. He's kind of facing us. Okay. followed him for felt like a mile. And he was already a little switched on, so we came all the way around. And I had a shot. There's 2 places where we can get him, on the shoulder and then right on the back hip. And it's just a little far, shot over him. Left and right looked really good, which is reassuring with the bow. But let's see if we can find another one and give one more shot at it.
We got close, really close. And with the temperatures rising, we have to get this done before it gets too hot and puts the rhino at risk after being tranquilized. Since we had the entire staff here today to do the green hunt, we had to go to plan B, the helicopter. So our helicopter just landed. There's so many moving parts that go into a green hunt. And it's a very, very serious thing, obviously. And just making sure that every animal is safe, every person is safe, and everyone just has a very good experience today. But the helicopter's here. So we're gonna go up now, just shoot one and just make sure that it all works. We know how I'm gonna have my bow, how we're gonna draw, get the arrow and all that, and then hopefully get close to this rhino and get him from the helicopter. So it'll be exciting either way, but let's go. Every step of this process is carefully planned around the safety of the animal, and the safety of the animal is our top priority. Everyone had their roles and responsibilities, and it was my turn to do mine, and that was make a good shot with the dart.
Okay. All right, it's game time.
It is game time.
Good luck. Bows are set up. You ready? Oh boy, here we go. My wife is a badass. Strapped into the helicopter, heading over there to dart a rhino. I mean, how insane is this? So, holy shit. Here we go. We're gonna try to catch the action ourselves. Again, these are free-ranging rhinos, 200,000 acres. This is not a normal hunt, let alone shoot from a helicopter. Holy cow.
After my first shot, we weren't sure if it got in deep enough to deliver a full dose.
Holy cow, guys. Sarah freaking got an arrow in that thing. Huh? Shot the rhino from the helicopter. I mean, this is insane. Yeah, he's going down.
So we quickly landed the helicopter and snuck in, giving him one more dart to assure he was safe to approach. This wouldn't affect the well-being of the rhino because we would be administering the antidote so quickly.
He's 30. He's right in the meaty front shoulder. Oh, it's good, baby. Is it good?
He's so big and strong. The vet was saying this morning that it usually takes sub 5 minutes. And it's been in him for like 6 or 7, so we were able to get another dart into him. He's just so big. This was the most insane thing I've ever been a part of.
Holy smokes.
What an incredible experience being a part of conservation at this level, and to see all of the effort from everyone to assure the safety of the rhino will be an experience I'll never forget. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if you did, make sure to let us know in the comments. We love reading what you all have to say.